What's up, guys? I've been a horny 70. Welcome to Watch for the Plot. Subscribe for more content coming your way. Today, we're reviewing a show called Bankyuu Bomb. It was a 2009 animation made by Chinyoya, and it is a 3-episode series, episodic yet again. I keep running into these episodic shows where nothing is a contingent plot, but it's kind of refreshing. I don't have to remember that much, it's a win-win regardless. So we have these 3 different universes, right? And from what I can tell, they get progressively more degenerate and more worse. What do I mean by this? Well, when I look at the first comment, right? I look at these comments here for the first episode, I see some of this. Damn, that was good. Was hoping to replace an old version of this video with this one, but this one's more pixelation than what I have. It's gold breast milk's amazing. Best one ever. Can anyone recommend more like this? So good. And snatch. Those are the comments we see on this post, right? But then we keep going on, and the second episode, it's like, oh, this ruined my mood. This is so awful. I hate this so much. It's just funny because the comments are usually a teller as to where the show's gonna go, right? That's how comments work. That's how you know less than stellar is the reputation that this community has, it being repulsed and just turned off to any sort of show. Kind of let you know what's going on right now, right? Kind of let you know. And this very first one is a crowd favorite. Nurses in hospitals going at it with their patients. I don't know what it is with this being such a massive market, but that's just what it is. It's here again. And this one in particular, her name is Karu. She's just going through every single patient's room and just going at it nonstop. The first patient, he got into an accident or something like that, so he was unable to move and he had to use a finger to summon a nurse to get him to do his action for him, right? And this one time he's like, I need to take a piss, and then she's like, sure, I'll help you. And then she doesn't help him take the piss in the toilet. She instead helps him, relieve inside of her. And then this next patient's the old guy, and then they go at it, and then the next patient after that is another person, and then the final few patients she goes through after like multiple days is saying, I am the angel of this hospital. I'm here to do my job and do it right. She is now milking golden milk from her orifice for some reason. I don't know how that's possible. Like, how is her chesticles able to just ooze golden chocolate milk? Is this like some sort of one of those things that make you Google some stuff that's not true at all, then you end up in this loophole entirely where you end up just being the most depraved stuff on the internet? Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? I don't know. But that was that. And ends off with that scene there, just her just drinking her own golden milk and other people's milk, and that's that. See, I don't say it's harmless, but it is in comparison to what I'm about to show you next. Not show you, but talk to you about. On the next episode, we have boom, a very straightforward story, right? We have a couple here, and the woman is named Misaki. Misaki answers the door because it's her landlord, like, hey, rent is due, time to pay your rent, smiley face. And then Misaki's like, give me 1 second, I don't have my glasses, let me go look for my money. And then while she's doing that, the landlord was like, hey, sign this, please. Misaki's like, I don't have my glasses. What do you mean? And he's like, no, just sign this. I'll take your payment later. Just please sign this. Of course, Misaki, blind, she can't read the contract, signs it. Now, in her defense, right, the contract that looked like she was signing originally had a bunch of words on it. And then when the landlord came back, it only had 2 words on it, $100,000 debt. So, you know what I mean? Like, he kind of switched it up on her, maybe forged it, I don't know. But it is on her for not signing the contract. And because the contract was a debt, the landlord's loan shark came in and just ethered her with the landlord's assistance, and they got pregnant. And then on top of that, the husband come home a couple of days after that. I don't know what happened there. I don't know the time frame that happened there, but he just come home, and then they go at it. And then she's like, whoopsie, we're pregnant. Ha ha ha, our baby, even though it's not their baby. Because if it was their baby, they wouldn't tell us because that's not juicy or spicy enough. They have to recall to the event that led to her, getting predated on by the loan shark and landlord, and boom, she's having another man's baby. Woohoo, NTR. Yeah. It's a microscopic NTR because he, at the end of the day, still goes at it with his wife, but it's still NTR nonetheless. And also, he never finds out about what happened to Misaki at all. He just never knows. And the landlord just, I assume, left? I don't know what happened to the landlord either, but he's out of debt, so that's a good thing. Landlords are the best. I love landlords. They'll make you sign stuff you don't know what's going on, and then they'll make you pay their debts even though you're already paying their mortgage. It's just beautiful, beautiful. And then the third episode, we have Arisa, a teacher who is always in heat at all times, just oozing pheromones. And another theme with all 3 of these shows is there are massive honkers on all these women. That's the whole theme that's going on with these shows. And with this one, she's in a class, and all the dudes in class like, hey, Haha, look, you're big, you got a big chest, haha. I mean, they're antagonizing her. She's walking up the classroom like, God, they're so mean. I'm gonna spin a record though in the bathroom alone, thinking about it though. Totally. While she's gonna do that, the principal interrupts her. She's like, hey, yo, you want to come by my office a little bit later? And then she has that on her mind while she's Eric in the restroom. But surprise, surprise, it was the men's restroom. She was so caught up in her mind of thinking what the principal was going to do to her that she ended up going to the men's restroom. And when she does that, boom, her students come in there and they come in there, and then more students come, and next thing you know, they have a whole entire revolving door for the next few days, just non-stop. She said at a certain point, there was 10 dudes that already took a turn. And at this point, I'm like, yo, what am I even watching anymore? What is this? I thought this was gonna be, you know, some sort of ha ha hee hee moment, but instead she's just being held for ransom for no reason. And every single time at the same time of day during the break, and there's an entire line. This is almost as bad as that one show called Konoichi Botan, where the entire line comes in, but at least Risa doesn't die, right? If she died, then it would be Konoichi Botan-esque. Because she's still alive and has her sanity intact for the most part that I know of, it's not that bad. However, it's still horrible. And looking at the comments of this episode, we have here, is it just me or does the old school stuff age so well? They don't seem to make stuff like this anymore. It's a real shame. This is nice. If I were a student of the school, I would. Okay, so this one, unironically, even though it's worse, is having more positive remarks than the second episode with Misaki. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why the second episode warranted so much of a visceral reaction that caused them to go, oh, this is so sad. Whether the third one is just perfect above board. Maybe it's I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I'll be honest, I don't know. Maybe it's because the second episode had an ugly dude in it. Is that what? I don't know. I'm looking, I'm trying to research here, but I can't. Nothing is computing here. Okay, nothing at all. So regardless, the third episode, it is quite eventful, and at the end of it all, the principal does end up meeting her, and then basically he teams up with the dudes, and then they're like, we can do this until we graduate because the principal says so. And basically that's the end of the series. No lessons, no morals, no plot twists, nothing. Just absolute savagery. The complete opposite of the past shows I've been covering. Because, hey, you know, we gotta get back on the saddle because there's a lot more of this stuff out there than wholesome. So, you know, you gotta get used to it. You gotta get your healthy dose there, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I don't have an outro, but if I did, it wouldn't matter because no makes fun of the video. Good night. Can we hit 1,000 subs by August? Is that possible? If it is possible, I will consider doing daily uploads again. Yes, I would do it. Daily uploads will come, and I will also consider anime reviews as well. You know, might as well just delve into that, or manga reviews. I don't know. But once that 1K hits, we'll go there. I'm out though. See ya.